everybody. Welcome back to the shop. It's been a while since I've done any filming, so I kind of figured I'd do something here, maybe update a little bit. As you all know, I am on the road, so I don't have a whole lot of time for filming anymore, but last couple times that I've been home, Joe and I have been busy with RC cars, so I'll give you a little update on that, what's going on. We've been doing some RC drag racing lately, so Joe's got a Stampede that I'm really happy with. We've done very little to it, and it's actually pretty fast. So compared to what? Well, I don't know. We run a scale quarter mile, 132 feet, in our local high school parking lot, when the parking lot's empty, of course. And scale quarter mile on 2S, he's ran a 309, which, like I said, I don't know if that's fast or not, but we have fun with it, so that's all that matters. I'm working on my rustler here, which I will show you here in a minute, but colossal fail. I will say that. It's been a colossal fail. So, I will flip the camera around and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, sorry we're so shaky here. First thing I'm going to tell you is, sorry, I do not have a stick or a tripod or anything right now because it broke. My camera mount, or my camera mount for my tripod broke. How it broke, we won't say. But it's broke, so I'm holding this by myself with my hand, of course. Number two, don't mind the mess on the bench. I have several RC cars apart right now. We've got a 2.5R back there, a bunch of miscellaneous stuff laying around, because like I said, I have several RC cars apart. So, but what we're looking at here, of course, is a rustler. Like I said, folks, colossal fail so far. It does not go straight, it does not hook, it does not pretty much do anything except, yeah. So, I like the skinnies. The bad thing is these Traxxas skinnies wear out really fast. If you can see here, they're damn near shot already. The tread's gone. They wear out really fast, so keep that in mind if you're going to run these. And that's with maybe 3 2S packs through the car, 3 or 4 2S packs through the car since these tires have been on here, and they're wore out already. But the car's got RPM A-arms in the front. This car was laying on my shelf in pieces. So, we threw it together with pieces I had laying around just to see if it would work. And like I said, it was a colossal failure. These are actually Jado shocks. So the front is way too stiff. Yeah, the front is way too stiff. So that didn't work. The shocks in the rear are wore out. They're not bad, but they're wore out. So I think the setup was, you know, kind of sort of wonky. But that's the stock shock tower in the front still. And this car, oh man, 2012, I think I bought this car in 2012. So this car is actually pretty old. I have a stock Valenian in it right now. RPM shock tower. RPM A-arms in the rear. Now, moving on. When I first started here, I had the light duty MIP drive shafts, steel drive shafts in here, and the light duty MIP steel drive shafts, I was snapping them constantly, breaking them quite easily actually with slicks on. So we upgraded to the heavy duty MIPs, and I like these a lot better. They're heavy, but they're not going to break. Now, one of my biggest disappointments are these right here. If you don't recognize them, they are the Proline Hoosier drag slicks, and I don't like them whatsoever. When I had the light duty MIPs in here, the end of the drive shaft is different. They're kind of like the stock ones, so you can use the pin, the hex nut with the pin in it. That being said, I was able to use 14mm hexes, so I could use the Traxxas Goodyear Eagles. And I like the Goodyear Eagles a lot better. They hook a lot better. They actually get hot and sticky. These, like I said, these are the Pro Lines. And these, no matter how hot you get them, they do not get sticky. They're just as smooth. They're soft, but they're just as smooth cold as they are when they're hot. They do not get sticky whatsoever. I'm going to try to show you here. Sorry I'm so shaky, folks. Try to show you here. On like 3 or 4 packs, look how thin these are already. These are about ready to rip. They're going to rip very soon. You can see... Get it closer. I got some gear problems, you can hear it. So don't mind that, the gear problems, don't mind that at all. But if you look real close, you see the crosshatch pattern from the foam? These slicks are about ready to rip. So, and that's on like 3 or 4 packs. They wear extremely fast. And for how fast they wear, for how soft they are, they don't hook. They don't bite. Nothing. They're like running. I think we're getting better traction out of Anacondas. There's a set of fronts over there, but we're getting better traction out of Anacondas on Joe's Stampede than what these slicks are doing. You know, we tried to set this up as a purpose-built drag car, and Joe's Stampede is so much faster. It's a full second faster than what this car is, and that should not be that way. So, do not buy these. If you can help it, do not buy these. They're worthless. I have a set of the JC Concepts slicks coming, and we're going to try those out, see if they're any better. Moving on. This is the stock transmission yet. It's been rebuilt several times. I've done a gear modification to it to cure the problem. I used to have a problem with the diff, stripping the ring gear on the diff, and I have done a modification to that, which I can show you, honestly, if you want. I can show you what I did. It's real simple, just a couple of spacers. You can see my spur gear is not real healthy anymore, so we'll put a new spur gear on it. We have re-geared it a little bit. Right now it is a 23 and I believe a 54. I think it's right there. But 2354 is what it's geared at right now. I think the gearing's going to be okay. But we won't know that until we get it working better. But this car, like I said, it does not go straight, it does not hook, it really doesn't do anything. So, I'm going to completely rebuild this car. Pretty much top to bottom. Well, not top to bottom, but we have a lot of parts coming for this car. We're going to start over with it. And I will show you that coming up. I'm going to tell you now, folks. I'm going to tell you now that this video is actually going to be shot probably 2 weeks apart. I'm getting ready to leave in the morning. And next time I'm home, a couple, 2-3 weeks from now, we'll finish filming this. So you're actually going to see this a little bit apart. But anyway, I thought I would give you a little peek tonight of what's going on. We're going to start tearing this car apart. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. Pile of parts grows. Car is pretty much as apart as it's going to be. We don't need to take it down any farther than that. But let me show you the transmission and the problem. A couple of problems that we have. Now, first thing that I'm going to show you is that it's actually a piss poor design. This is, let's see if I can get a clear shot of it here. Sorry. It's really late. I'm trying to talk quiet here. But this is as far in as it goes. Now, you see how this idler gear here doesn't mesh completely. That's one of the problems these transmissions have when fixed for it. And if you look up here, these two mesh really well as far as coverage. And they're also pretty even. Now, taking this out of the way, we're going to replace this because this diff is locked. I did it myself. It's not that hard to lock one of these, but it's irreversible. So I got a new one of these coming. A brand new diff. That's unlocked. Locking the diff was a mistake. I will say that. Locking the diff was a huge mistake. So we're going to put that diff gear over here. Now, get back on there. Now we're going to take that out. Anyway, because we're rebuilding this transmission. Let's look at this gear real fast. This gear is okay. However, sorry about that. What I do to help the situation, the very first time I rebuilt this transmission, I found that this middle idle gear here was able to walk freely. Was able to walk freely back and forth on this shaft here. So what we did, get this bearing out, was, you can see them in there. I don't know if you can see them. There's two spacers in here that I put, just little washers. They fit perfectly on that shaft. Put a couple of spacers in there to hold that gear in place so it doesn't walk in place. But we have another problem with this gear. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. There's teeth missing on this gear. So it's time to replace it. So, there you have a destroyed transmission. And we might just replace the whole transmission. Finally, you can see it's a little bunged up. It's pretty dirty. We need to clean it up. But anyway, so we have to rebuild the transmission again. Which means I need to get more parts coming. So, again, the pile of parts grows. So does my shopping list. Alright, Alright guys, it's about a week later. Just got home, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been working all night, literally just got home, so. But, like I said, it's a week later. We got a big pile of packages on the couch. So, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the camera around, set up the tripod, and open up some parts. Alright, I just remembered something. I don't have my tripod. So, I went ahead and opened everything up. Starting with the new diff. We gotta put that together yet. But I'll show you what we got. We have, I said I was gonna replace the spur gear, so we have a bunch of spur gears. We have some new wheels. The JC Concepts slicks that I talked about. We got that gear that was stripped. We got 3 of them. One of them's already in the transmission. We got 2 extras. We got paint. More paint. We got the skinnies as well as the wheels. We got some aluminum shocks. Let's see how those work. And we have a new body. So that's the Pilo parts. I'm going to get to work and I guess I'll show you what I come up with. Alright, so the body's done. Got the new front wheels and tires glued. We got the new rears glued. I just need to clean them up yet. We got the new shocks on. So, got the diff back together and everything's ready to go. So, we're going to see how it acts. But that'll be for the next video. That's it for now, guys. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.
Three, two, one, go.